Hello and welcome to the stream. Hold on, let me shut up this music background.
Let me share with you a vision
Well,
of the
maybe.
future which offers hope. It is that we embark on a program to
I don't
counter the
care.
awesome Soviet missile threat.
Yeah. I had a radio, my own kind of a radio on, like, my playlists. What was it? The playlist? Okay, I need to put this playlist. Yeah. Still, I wanna edit details. Some of it actually works for the music. So I hope people likes this one. In the meantime, we're gonna draw this character right here. All right. I'm thinking actually transferring the character on Flash and making the whole thing on Flash, so the head bounces back and forward, or bounces actually up and down. That would be an interesting thing, just to see. Let's do this. This is gonna be a new well, GL. I do the classic one because it only works on the classic stuff. No HTML, no WIP, GL. It doesn't work for me. So we're gonna go like, yeah. So let's work on this. We have a Star Wars new thing. Okay. Yeah, in English. Okay. Cool. whatever. Alright. If you wanna join us with stream, okay, that's pretty cool. I'm gonna play around with my pen right here. Huh.
I'm thinking of how best can I do this? I mean, how can I do what I'm doing better than I did the last time? I'm always trying to improve my performance. I think that's one thing I just continue to do.
Yeah, you see, I can deceive. So now... Okay.
Yeah.
Hmm. Okay. Wow. Whoa.
You don't want me to tell me anything.
Come lie down with me.
So dirty. I wanna crack myself. Dirty. The hell. Let's see how the chat is going. Crazy? Not crazy. Nope. No, not crazy. Anybody? Woo. Everybody.
Okay, we're gonna get into something else.
All right.
The freak. I just quoted it. You hear the women say, woo!
The fuck? Oh, it's somebody is like, oh, Alright. About in 9.5, I'm gonna like drop off. So
I just want to go back. okay, so I might actually take that. So nice. Okay.
bada bingo. Well, good to actually work there. But we have to unify the things on the we gotta do something. This is the time. Don't crap yourself tonight. Don't crap yourself. Sounds really weird with this music. I am really sucky at this. Can I sing? Can I sing? Now we have a smooth time for us and just take it away and see what happens. I hate that sound. Trust me, I do really hate the sound. So, hi there. Sorry. See ya.
This is probably the most challenging record you have ever put on your turntable.
Challenging? Was challenging. There's nothing. You know. Okay, I'm gonna stop right here. Stop with the music. This song, it's Blonde by Idrmbr. Now, I'm gonna tell you something blunt, and he says, like, as the beginning of the song sounds like, this might be the most challenging song that you can hear. Well, so if that's challenging for this human being, then he has to listen to this one. Now, this is not that I'm against people, but if you listen, well, let's put this so you can see what I'm talking about. And this is not the most famous song that they have, but what is interesting about this specific one, is that it's the whole point of the song, I guess. Listen. Just listen. Right. Strong. So people, we need context on that one. Hold on. We do need context. How about that? Challenging, isn't it? Don't tell me what challenging or challenging is not. Like, we're gonna stop right here because I want to, like, do something on the videos. And religions, shut up. But I like that song because it's like more challenging that oh oh, so good, so creepy song, whatever. Look, let me tell you something. I always wanted to talk about stuff on like the stream about the music. This is a trouble I have with the new music stuff. When you have that song on hold on. I'll be right back and I'll explain the whole thing. Let me get okay. I'll come back. I'll come back.
I just want to go back.
Okay, let's talk about what I was going to talk about. There's a song here that is like challenging, and there's explicit hair. Okay, features. Okay,
This is probably the most challenging record you have ever put on your turntable.
I'm gonna separate there. Now that specific intro for that thing, it just makes me angry because the man who made this song has no idea what the relation between the song, the rhythm, and the actual song actually means to. Just because hip story is related to something that is like in history of America, it does not mean that it's something. Music's music. At the very end, is a conceptual feeling of something. It's just a feeling. Feeling transposing sounds. That is music. That's all this music is. But since the human mind that is just think about this, well, what do you think of challenging? Okay, the problem with challenging is that you're challenging, you're pulling or pounding thing, right? It's something like, I don't like what my boss says, for example, something like that. That's challenging. But for example, or even challenging a kid, it doesn't have to be like a superior. How about like an inferior? I challenge you to make a video, play the video game better, or play video games. As far as a kid will try and sometimes succeeds, because well, the kid's usually more attained to it and more attentive to what they're young. However, a challenge is a challenge, and you have to understand what a challenge is. Second, when you have like what this makes me angry, because the man the people who makes this music have no idea what the concept comes from or where it goes, and it really doesn't, because they grab sounds that I might put it like political correct. It is so PC, the thought that I have, but it's not challenging, because the music that you're listening to, it's tranquility, it's relaxation. You're not challenging in relaxation. The whole point of relaxation is that there's no challenge at all. Of course, there's a level of challenge or a level of thinking or fighting or something like that, but because it's so minimal, it's ignored. This is what I'm talking about. At the very end, if you're doing something as a work, even that is relaxing music, it's work. It's a chore. It's part of the chore. But you ignore the chore because it's fun to you. It's good. It has certainty. It's something. And you take it as fun. But it's still at the very beginning, at the very end, at the very point. It's a chore. It's just a simple chore. And that's why it makes me angry, this, because it makes a diversion. Now, the reason that it's not makes me angry is not what the point is or what the explanation is that, well, listen just for a second. Just listen. This is the intro.
This is probably the most challenging record you have ever put on your turntable.
Okay, you already noticed from the beginning that this is a sound that is compressed. Compressed, but because there's something, either it's modified as something that comes out of a really old record, or something about it, or because they're already referencing the turntable and it's challenging. Well, you don't use that in the same sentence, because music never challenged anything at all. There's nothing challenging in music. Absolutely nothing at all. What who thinks is a challenging point of view, and just like, for example, there's a song that's called Fuck the Police. It's the album, as the rap history, whatever the crap. It's because they are literally words from a human being to another human being being against it. In this case, political, or on police action, or the history of what the United States of America is. And it became one of the recognized un-American things. The problem is that this is not American because who's directing what challenge is? You are putting on the turntable. Well, first of all, this is not turntable. I guarantee you, the person who made this was on digital system completely. Nobody in history has put something that is so challenging on your turntable. There's nobody in history had said that. So this has to be somebody that helped him to, or trained or modified or something, or put it on the audio. And the second thing is that, and the most clearly off is that, or the most evident one is that this was made so it sounds cool. Because it sounds cool. Listen up.
This is probably the most challenging record you have ever put on your turntable.
And immediately you have gibberish and even parts and pieces of trumpets. Gibberish. See what I mean? This is when ignorance starts like in its full potential of the whole thing. You don't want to do that as thing. And it's blunt. It is blunt. But blunt to what? This actually makes me angry. Like, just because it sounds cool, something that sounds resemble something like when you put something like this, like, what's the most challenging stuff? Challenge? No. You want to sound or listen to challenge? Okay, let's put something challenging. Oh, there you go. Perfect for the situation. Now, what it could be more challenging? That even you're already listening or watching the title there? Aggressive in its point. Boom, ba, boom, boom, ba, ba, boom, ba, boom, ba. Top 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 intervals. See what I mean? You have aggressive and point. There's not a single sound or voice acting. No need. Bite me, bite. Coming for this man to sell it to the other man. You have sell to the other man. When you forget feel yourself at the net and gotta catch the man. You catch the man. Alright, you have the entire title right there. The title is Headhunter. What it explains, I will have to find the man to sell it to the other man. Now, if you don't tell me that's challenging, I think you're wasting your time. I really do. Because if you think like you're putting voice and sound like sounding cool, and it's still very same principle, sounds cool. Now, that's what it makes me angry, because you can actually make something sound cool like this. Granted, it sounds 10 times more aggressive than what we're listening right now, but but this is 1980s. We're talking about, well, these are people from Ukraine. Oh no, this is not Ukrainian. These are Hungarian. The musicians that makes this music is Hungarian, and the reason I like the French and the Italian and the Hungarian is because their sounds are far more aggressive, or at least more understanding. Because yet we have Headhunter of something horrible, challenging, or something like that, but the same guys, the exactly same guys, they put a song that it's incredibly, because it's called Rhythm of Time, and the Rhythm of Time explains something like, in general, there's not that it's aggressive or something like that. Perfect timing. Listen to these lyrics. We are talking about an aggressive group that is actually from Hungarian with the mid of the 1980s. So it's almost parallel to political thing. This is the European versions of what will be the protests against like the government there. Since it's not a catwalk or something like that, they have to come up with ideas like this. Listen, just for a second, listen. We believe in the future of the human race. Now, when you have music that it's that crazy, you have okay. I know that I sound like a blasting fool, ranting of crap upon crap upon crap. But it's not crap that I'm ranting about. It's more the intention of what it's looking for. What I'm talking about is that what I'm trying to figure out is that when you have something like challenging or something like sounds like that, this is what millennials do not understand, and this is actually referred to millennials. I guarantee you 100% that the person who made this music, like lo-fi, stuff like that, it's a millennial. The reason I say that is because it sounds like a hipster. This is what the joke of a hipster is. The ranting of nerds, like, if you can want to call it me a nerd, I don't care. I don't. But I'm going to tell you this. The reason that I fight for, or I battle for, or I rant about, and I just don't talk about it, I literally do stuff, like right now, it's the very same reason, because we have to fight about. Same reason that poets and stuff like that wanted to, but we have to put from time to time. Let me put something interesting. This is called oh, there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, I present you the Future Sound of London. This is the album.
Leave the lights alone, please. Stop flashing your fucking lights.
Okay. Now, future sound of London are very recognized because they grab sounds from other things and popular stuff, but it's this what it's gonna be interesting you. Who you just heard, the man who you just heard, it's Billy Idol. I mean Billy Joel, yeah, Billy Joel. And this guy, what the sound you just heard is something that they recorded live in Russia. This happened in Russia, in middle of actually a problem, a protest or something like that, but in the middle of the night, which is interesting. But okay. Now the sounds you hear in the background, or more precisely on the foreground, are sounds that these guys come up with between synthesizers and stuff like that. So you're gonna hear stuff that it's not included on the original audio. Like that. Now you see how the levels actually degraded something more aggressive than just saying, oh, this is the most challenging thing that you're gonna hear. This started literally with Billy Joel yelling at an officer, a Russian officer, a Ukrainian officer, on the middle of the what was it, the Kronenberg or something like that, in the middle of Russia, and there's a name for it, but you hear these in the middle of the street and you have immediately sounds like this. Now tell me if not that is challenging. Even your mind going like, what the hell? I have a sound here. Well, I have a sound here, a song that actually has. There's a sound. The video games can actually recognize it. What was it? Where was it? Where's the sound? People can recognize this one, especially in the video game industry. Oh. Boom. Now we are touching terrible territory here. Do you hear that sound? This is future sound of London. And if you're an Airbound fan, you can actually recognize the sound. But yeah, and I already give it up. That's Airbound. Now, when it becomes really interesting, and it really, really is interesting, is that, well, we can grab this. We have only sound. Like it, most aggressive one. And then we have that. Now I have to remind you, this is experimental group. But if you like video games, you might recognize the next thing, especially if you have played Resident Evil series. And no, it's not the zombies. Or the or any Hanna-Barbera thing. This is more recognizable for this music. Come on, come on. Wait for it. Now that sounds cool, but it's creepy. It has a sound in the background. Ooh. Now what? Wait for it. I'm gonna give you a hint. This is on the early PlayStation versions of Resident Evil. Wait for it. Oh no! What is that? A piano I hear? Ladies and gentlemen, I'll give you Resident Evil 4 years before actually it was always, 5 years before actually it was launched. The actual thing that you're listening is actually a piano that it comes from Future Sound of London. This is 1994, 1 year after, or 2 years after Airbound, which it's included on the record. But which is interesting is that that piano came out of the whole thing of Resident Evil, but Resident Evil didn't appear until 96. The Biohazard came out of 1986, and it's more incredible to sound and hear that the actual sound, or if you listen to this piano, it came out in 1999 on the Resident Evil 3. That's the most amusing album that I have, because it has that connection, and I'll keep reminding people of it. But let's continue with this. I don't wanna listen to Future Sound of London. I wanna listen to something more interesting than just like RimWorld, for example. Let's RimWorld. No. Elysium, a movie that it sucks. It really does suck. And oh, we have Tom Waits.
You're the same kind of man as me.
Yeah. So no, I just want to listen to the. Oh, we can listen to YouTube. So let's see, and let's listen to Rimworld. Since this is already like way off the limits, let's go Rimworld OST. Now we can make something interesting. I want to do something interesting. Let's. We're gonna make a filter on Photoshop. And we're gonna listen to Rimworld. Is it? Oh. There we go. We're gonna make we can do this. Can copy it. We can make new in the clipboard, and we go like, yeah, 6 pixels, black pixels, okay, white. Yeah, that's pretty good. Like this, and we're gonna, and right here, we're gonna use. Not pen, pencil, brush. What is the other one? Pencil. Alright. So we're gonna do. Well, contraire, I figured out something out interesting. So I'm gonna use this. Alright, ready? Oh. Okay, we're gonna take the pencil off just for a second because we are in the wrong place. And we're gonna see if somebody has joined. No, no one? No one. Okay, what if I do this? And copy it. And we're gonna make it a edit, and we're gonna make it as a stroke. No. This is define pattern. And we'll call it, yeah, that's okay. So now we're going to go new, and we're gonna go like this, 300, and that's okay. And right here we're gonna use that pattern that we just created, so it's but how you make the pattern? Oh no, you can actually paint it like that. And we're gonna make pattern, and we're gonna make pattern 1. We export as PNG, and we go white pattern. That's okay. And animation, we're gonna make a new image, and it's white points. We'll go here. Oh no, go here. Let's see how it works. It's gonna look strange just for a second. And I'm gonna go here. Yeah, it looks kinda weird. What if I go to BRB, and we add image, and we go like is it too white? Let's see. Yeah, actually problematic. Really problematic. Let me guess. The output, it's a 1920. Okay. There's one specific image that I have, and I remember having that image. Yeah, it was just 1 pixel. It's just oh yeah, okay. remember having a really cool background that you can put like oh yeah, square one, square two. Let's see. Let me go to image. Go square one. And there you go. No. Okay, we got that. Let's see how that looks better. Oh no. Because it's gonna like it looks much better in without it. We're gonna delete one of these ones. But we're gonna continue our endeavors on here because I never stopped talking. There's something completely weird about this. I made an entire thing out of this, and yet it came out of like that. Whatever. I know I rant a lot. And I talk way too much, but... The only thing that's gonna move is its head, so this is just like a graphical thing. And I separated the head because it's gonna be like a symbol and so all this is like a group. So let's see. I'm gonna grab images. Alright, we're gonna grab this little fella and there's a folder. Well, whatever. So we're gonna search for my folder and it's There's a good picture. Whoever made this, my hero. Ooh, I know where it was gonna be. No. 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 Where I download it. So it was correctly. I was correct. Never mind. Never mind. Images reference. There you go. No legs though? No. Okay, we have to create something like a line. this is gonna be, first is gonna be 3. Second of all will be red. And in the background, it's in the meantime, I'm gonna take this off because it's just a line, but I can take it off. Shall we unite them? Nah. Oh, okay. So let's put the group together. This time it's gonna be like this, and we're gonna Wow, 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 wow. I'm gonna put video game music more often. Not so loud? I'll try to not be that loud. Okay. How about that? It's happy as hell. There you go. That would be cool if they put it like the music for Metal Gear Solid. Alright, my friends. I'm gonna stop right here. With all my ranting and everything. I'm gonna try to make it more interesting the next time. Thanks for watching. How about that? Thanks for watching.